Hello and welcome to Mollie's Motif. This is Emily and today I'm going to be showing you the card that I've put together. I've combined a couple of the challenges of the design teams that I'm on and they both start today. One is over at Bitten by the Bug 2. The challenge is a baby theme, and over at Fantabulous Cricut the theme is mix and match, and we want to see at least 3 different pattern papers on your cards, your projects, or layouts. So I am making a fun little baby card for my friend. She's going to be having a baby girl in a few weeks, and so I've made this with her in mind. And I am going to be using one of the cards from Art Philosophy. There are so many cards on this cartridge. It's crazy. The possibilities are endless with this cartridge. And on page 37 of the handbook, this is the card feature right here, and it is just this really delicate, cute cut I thought would be perfect for a baby girl. So this is the cut. This is the card here, and I just used some dark chocolate brown cardstock. It just opens like this, and I've cut it at 5 inches, and it fits perfect in an A2 size. It fits perfect this way. It's a little short this way, but I tried cutting it out at 5 1/4 to see if it would fit, and it won't fit in an A2 at 5 1/4. But it will fit perfectly with the 5-inch. So that is the size of my card. And then for my mats, I just went ahead on same page 37. The base cut is that fun shape of the card. And so I've cut my base mat, here it is, at 4 3/4 inch, and it layers just great on the card. And then I've cut 2 more mats at 4 1/2 inches, and I'll show you those. So here's the first mat, 4 1/2 inches, and that's going to go straight down. And then I've cut another mat at 4 1/2 inches, but I cut it in half because I wanted to have my 2 different pattern papers like this. So that is how I got the base mats of my cards. So hopefully that makes sense. But so I did cut 3 mats and just went down 1/4 inch each side, and it layers great and, you know, nests really nice. And then I just cut the top piece just straight in half. And then I'm going to have some ribbon, just some silky white ribbon is going to go across, and I'll, you know, tack it down behind there. Okay, so this is just going to be how my base mat, the layout of my card is going to be. And then as far as my image, I am pulling from the new Arrival cartridge. There are some super cute cuts on this cartridge. Just so fun for babies. And on page 107, this adorable little booty. I love it. I just think it's so cute. So this is what I have cut, and I cut the booty out at 2 1/4 inch. And this is how it turned out. And this is where my 3rd pattern paper is coming from. And it's just this paisley, just light pink paisley that is just really, really cute. And so I've cut that out, and it's just the base cut. And then I did go ahead and cut the shadow piece. And that, you know, it's a perfect shadow. But I did want to have the little dots, how they have the dashes here, I did want there to be a white background, and the shadow piece, it cuts out the same kind of stitches, and so I cut the black out just out of white, and I'm going to layer it like that, just so that there's white showing through those little, I guess I would think that they're stitches. So I wanted that's kind of how I wanted my booty to turn out. So this is how it came together, and that's just going to go on the center of my card like this. And then I did cut the bow, and it's just the shift base, but I wanted it to be a little bit smaller than the 2 1/4 inch, so I just cut it at 2 inches, and I think that is a perfect size. And I did cut the shadow for that as well, and I'm going to layer it and just kind of put it off to the side like this. And I did put a soft pink, pale pink pearl in the center. I think that's just really cute. So that is how my image turned out. So I hope that makes sense. But as far as my papers, so I do have the 3 pattern papers. I have this striped, and then this polka dot, and then the paisley. And all 3 of those pattern papers come from my Mind's Eye Lost and Found. It's called Madison Avenue, and this is just a beautiful paper pack. I love the colors. I love the designs in this. The brown and the pink. Oh, I love brown and pink together. Absolutely love it. So there's just lots of fun papers in here, and you know, they're double-sided, so that is where all my pink pattern paper came from, is that one stack. Just love it, and it coordinates so well. And then I did go ahead and ink around all the edges of my mats and the booty and the bow, and I used my Color Box chalk ink, and I cannot remember the name of this set, but it's got blues and browns in it, and the one that I used, the name of it, if I can get this apart, is Chestnut Roan. So that's what I used to ink around the edges of my card and image. So I will go ahead and get this all put together, and then I will come back and show you what I'm doing on the inside. Okay, so here's my finished card, and I think it turned out just so cute, so sweet for a little baby girl. And I just went ahead and tacked everything down with my ATG gun, and I did just put some small pieces of foam tape under the bow just for some extra support, because the thickness of the layering on the image popped that bow up just a little bit. So there is some foam tape under there. Other than that, everything's just tacked down flat. And then the inside of my card, I went ahead and cut another mat at 4.5 just out of some white cardstock so that I can write a little message. But then my other mat that's down here, this pink polka dot, it's the other half of the mat from the front. So I was able to use that on the inside. And then I cut another mat, the same mat, just at 1.5 inches, so that I could stamp my sentiment on that and kind of keep the cohesion of the shape of the card going through. So the stamp comes from the TPC Studio Beautiful Baby Girl. They're rubber cling stamps, and I just think it's just a sweet saying, just a super sweet saying for this card, and I really like the design of that. And so I've tacked that down with my ATG, and then I cut another bow from the New Arrival cartridge and just added that there. And I just think it turned out really cute, so I'm excited to give this to my friend who I know is dying to have her baby. She's so tired of being pregnant. She just is so sick the whole time. So I hope that everything goes well and quickly for her. But anyway, this is the card that I have put together for the 2 challenges over at Bitten by the Bug 2 and Fantabulous Cricut, and I hope that you were able to join us for both of those challenges. You can combine your card, or you can do 2 separate ones, but I'd love to see what you come up with for each of those, and I would love to hear back from you. I love getting feedback and comments, and you can always check out my blog. It's mollymugsblog.blogspot.com, and we will catch you next time.